Hello,
Hi, man.
Burak. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
And
inviting.
no problem. I think I will start with just introducing you.
Of course.
So I think it was in 2021. Like I
Yeah.
ate first time your baklava. I think that time you were doing home deliveries.
Now I make even better.
Yes, yes. So am I right? You were doing home deliveries.
Yes, I still do it.
Okay. But now you have a shop. You're
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
now grown as a business. But one thing I have to say is it's the best baklava I had in my life, and you also have to take into account that I lived half of my life in Saudi,
Yes,
and I
yes,
have
yes.
tried baklava from there multiple times, also from UAE, from all Arab countries. So yeah, the best baklava. So let me start with a
The
simple
business?
question: Is baklava Greek or Turkish?
Oh, God. Baklava is, I think, Mediterranean,
Mm-hmm.
but who makes best? I think whole world agree that Turkish baklava is better. And I am from Gaziantep, which is actually the land of pistachio and baklava.
Mm-hmm.
So in Turkey, everybody says here is the best baklava.
Yes.
So that's why I cannot say it is Greek, but of course Greek people make baklava.
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't matter if it is Greek or Turkish. I wouldn't go for this, but who makes it better? The answer is clear, yeah.
Yeah.
People of Gaziantep. I'm from Gaziantep.
Yes, I have heard. So, you import the pistachios
From Gaziantep, yes.
Gaziantep. What is the specialty of these
Oh
pistachios?
God, it is really crazy story because we have raw pistachio here in Europe. Mostly pistachio is roasted
Mm-hmm.
and with shells. Although it's not with shells, usually it comes still roasted, a little bit salty.
Mm-hmm.
But in Gaziantep, most pistachios harvested, it's going for sweet business. It's raw pistachio. But even more unique because we collect them, we harvest them 1 month before the usual season when they are baby pistachios, really small and intense with the flavor, also with the color. So when I bring pistachio from Gaziantep, people, and when I make sweets from this pistachio, people say it doesn't taste like pistachio. You can go our Google reviews.
Mm-hmm.
People complain, yeah, it's Pistachio Box. We expect everything with pistachio, but nothing
Tasting.
tastes like pistachio. Oh God, this is a huge challenge. So simply Gaziantep pistachio is really unique.
Mm-hmm.
Californian, Iranian pistachio, somehow they are same, almost the same.
Okay.
Italian pistachio is different, yes, but
Mm-hmm.
still similar to those. But Gaziantep pistachio, not only in Gaziantep, but also in Aleppo region, Gaziantep and Aleppo is just 100 kilometers to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So in this region, there is a unique type of pistachio tree.
Okay.
It tastes more intense for sure,
Okay.
but for, let's say, Polish market, especially since it is raw, it is different. People like this a lot. They are really simply addicted.
Mm-hmm.
But some people think it is not pistachio. But we do customer education for already 3 years.
Okay.
Now I think we are in good levels, especially last 6 months, 1 year, pistachio became really popular in Poland. And people started to read about it and they see, yeah, okay, so far we didn't eat pistachio. It is different.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay.
am happy with the current state.
Okay, good. So take me through the story of Pistachio Box. Like, when did you start, and were you a baker from childhood? Were you interested in
This is
this?
a really fun story because Gaziantep is the food capital of Turkey. If you go to Google, write food capital of Turkey, Google is bringing Gaziantep with big
Yeah, I
letters,
have
yeah?
seen, yes.
Yeah, I showed you. And street food in Gaziantep is really high standard
Mm-hmm.
quality. That's why at home I didn't cook anything because either you eat at home, mama cooks,
Mm-hmm.
or you go and eat on the street
Yeah.
shops. Before coming to Poland in 2016, I was able to cook eggs. I didn't even make pasta.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But after I arrived here, I missed of course the good food at home. I started to cook. And a little bit baking but not much. But fun story of Pistachio Box. I quit home. Let's say I left my ex-wife and my son. Unfortunately, it was not traumatic, but still, yeah, sad story.
Mm-hmm.
But expenses got double, and my salary was the same. I
Okay.
needed extra income. Most people now do extra job, yeah,
Yeah.
and some freelance job. And I was thinking, what can I do? Hey, Burak, what do you have? Any art? No. Sports? Some coaching, yeah? No. You see. Uh, okay. I cook good, and I started to actually bake pistachio sweets for my friends. And they were telling, hey, Burak, these are great. Just you can go in this business. Yeah, this is the only thing I have. I started to cook from home, and I posted in Krakow Expats. The
Mm-hmm.
same night I posted, in the same night until morning. When
Mm-hmm.
I woke up, I already got 20 orders from
Oh
the
wow.
Facebook group. Wow. I was in Turkey at that moment. I asked my brother, hey, I'm going, please make 3,000 boxes and send after me, because it was really good uh, interaction from the group, and it really worked well. I started my company. I had Sanepid. Everything was legal. I worked at corporation at this time,
Mm-hmm.
so I was doing it my free time. But it got really quick, rapid
Yes.
uh, grow. I had to leave corpo. I didn't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. 6 months rapid grow, and then I didn't have place at home. I had to open a production place. Okay, since I rent already the place, let's put some chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I opened this cafe, Pistachio Box.
Yes. Okay.
So this is the story. But after opening the cafe, actually it was not that bright, because gastronomy is simply taking whole energy,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to deal with employees, people coming, cleaning, making customers happy, talking, explaining. It was no time for marketing, no time for having a stop
Mm-hmm.
and think innovative products, or let's say quality improvement. It was 2 years. I don't know how it passed. But last year we started to have a little bit as stop and think what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know the story already. We got some investment,
Yeah.
and now we have production place in Skavina,
Mm-hmm.
really good place, big one, 500 square meter. We started to make production of baklava for whole Europe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is also growing fast. Like back time, I was baking from home, but still, since it is new business, all the money coming is going to reinvestment. But it is really promising.
Okay.
So this is quick, short story.
Yes, but
Yeah,
good story.
yeah.
So I want to ask you, like, you were working in corpo, and then you left. I believe it's a 9 to 5 job, and then you left for something to do as your own. How did it feel? Did you feel liberated, free?
Okay, this is a very important question because I still don't know. Yeah, at that moment, I am not very not smart but strategic thinking person.
Okay.
So I am living more with instincts. This is me. I try to change it. Now I feel I am much better. But at that moment, it was the best idea because it was really promising. You start a job, the business, in
Mm-hmm.
3 months, you already sell 20,000 zloty per month from home. It was
Wow.
COVID time, 2020,
Yeah.
prices were half of it. So now 40,000 zloty you sell from home.
Wow.
Wow, it's very promising. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't think, and it was really good, sustainable growth. At the moment, in the 6 months, it was 30,000. So 2 months later, it was not 20, but 30,000
Mm-hmm.
monthly sales. It was really promising. Yeah, you don't think it's a bad idea, yeah?
Yeah.
But just after quitting the job and opening the cafe after 2 months, I already regret. No, now I don't regret. It was good decision.
Mm-hmm.
Just like all new business, you have to suffer a bit, yeah.
Yes, but it's also same time you are like doing something that you like. You are not just working in front of a computer, and I believe you get a satisfaction from even baking it and making the quality better each day.
This is crazy. You ask like if I baked before in Gaziantep. No. But what made me, let's say, special, since I'm coming from the food capital of Turkey, especially the sweet business, sweet and industry, baklava industry is top level. I know what is the best quality.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever I do, there is always way to go. So improvement was always in place, yeah.
I bring all of my friends who's visiting Krakow. I had last year, I had one friend visiting from UAE,
Yeah.
one friend from Saudi. I brought both of them because I wanted to get their opinion too, because they eat baklava from where they come from, but all of them liked.
They like, okay.
Yes, they
They
liked.
said best or they liked?
I think the guy from Saudi, he's a foodie and
Yeah.
he loved it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Not
he
the
said
best.
the best. No,
Ah,
he said the best.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So it means he didn't go to Gaziantep.
Yes. I didn't go as well, and I know Gaziantep from you and
Yeah.
from the earthquake happened. It's like I am familiar with the name,
Oy, oy.
so I think it's a good segue for us to. Were you there during the earthquake?
No, this is, yeah, it is somehow luck, but I was regretting from this luck. It happened on Sunday morning.
Mhm.
I left Saturday evening.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I left Gaziantep Saturday morning, just 24 hours before. But still, I went to Antalya. I left Antalya Saturday night. So it was just 8-10 hours difference.
And where your house is, it was hit. Your
No.
hometown.
Gaziantep was somehow the least affected from the earthquake, although it was the closest city,
Mm-hmm.
because this tectonic line,
Mm-hmm.
Gaziantep is out of the line.
Okay.
So although Hatay is much further than Gaziantep to the central point of the earthquake, Hatay was simply demolished, the whole
Fully, yeah.
city. It was the worst because it is on the line. Somehow Gaziantep also has better territory. The land is somehow stronger. Also economy. The wealth in Gaziantep is really high comparing to the neighboring cities. Probably the buildings are stronger.
Okay. So you mentioned about economy again. I can take a segue from this.
Yeah.
What is happening in Turkey?
God,
Because
I don't know this. Really, I don't know this. Simply from my perspective of politics, money doesn't like crisis. Turkey is not stable in terms of politics. It has been always like this. And also, again, this is my personal political opinion. Liberal economy doesn't like Erdogan.
yeah,
So somehow they were threatening the economy to get rid of Erdogan.
okay,
But somehow, I also agree, Erdogan himself, his financial policies is more, it has more effect than, let's say, global impact on Turkish economy.
okay,
This is how I see. Both sides is guilty.
yeah, okay.
So
Because
it's politics. Simply, it's politics, and it is after some point they lost control. Now it's getting better. This year, last 1 year, it seems it's getting better, but I don't know how many years we have to get a normal level of living. Buying power in Turkey is horrible. Probably the worst in our region, yeah?
yeah, because all of my Turkish friends always complain about the inflation.
It's
The
crazy.
highest. Like 2 days ago, we were comparing rents in Istanbul and Krakow, and it's almost same, but the amount you earn is half.
Half,
Yeah.
exactly. It's crazy. Especially retired people. My parents, they are struggling a lot. A lot.
Okay.
So I don't know. Again, I am not really into finance at all, but what is happening is simply ping pong.
Okay, so you don't see it becoming better, and you said it was always like this?
No, politically, Turkey has been always hot.
Ah, okay. But I think right now Turkey is in a, when you look from geopolitical standpoint, Turkey
God,
is
I
in
love
a,
this. Yeah.
yeah, because Turkey is in a very good position. Especially, I think last week they signed up for BRICS, which should have been a shock to USA, because Turkey is one of the best NATO ally.
Yeah. The question is
No question, just talking. I want to get your
about
opinion on this. Like,
Turkey's position, geopolitical position.
mm-hmm,
No, this is something I feel really proud
mm-hmm,
because we are not Asian, we are not Middle Eastern,
yeah,
we are not European, and this is something lucky for me. This
mm-hmm,
is how I feel because if you consider nationalism,
mm-hmm,
I see the neighbors around. Although it shows in Western media like Turkish people are really nationalist, Turkish people are really patriotic,
okay,
really patriotic. But nationalism, no. You know, we are welcoming almost everybody
mm-hmm,
openly. When a foreigner arrives in Turkey with just one merhaba, you get everything. We don't have this nationalism in terms of the breed, yeah.
yeah,
That's because we have been always very connected with Europe, also Middle East
mm-hmm,
and Asia. Turks are coming from Asia in a way, yeah.
yes, yes,
And through the way we got first connection with Persians, then Arabic nations, then Hellenic nations in Anatolia, let's say Greeks, and then in Balkans.
yeah,
So, and during the Ottoman Empire, there were many nations living under the empire.
yes,
Somehow we have this sense of living together.
okay.
I feel proud of this.
Yes, it's very interesting how Turkey is, because it's very multicultural. And like you said, it's not first generation, it's somehow rooted. Like Arab blood, European blood, even Jewish blood, like when you take from the time of Ottoman Empire. And I think I don't know, what do you think about Ataturk? So maybe I will
Oh
first ask you,
God,
yeah.
I love Atatürk because for me, okay, this is a term, Atatürkçülük, in, let's say in English, like, or Kemalism,
Mm-hmm.
somehow being part of
Kemalism, yeah.
Atatürk's policies. But Atatürk had several opinion about several subjects.
Yeah.
This is really degenerated term,
Mm-hmm.
and especially in last elections, I was sure the country got mad.
Mm.
Because for me, from my perspective, Atatürk is person of independence.
Yeah.
And since my teenager times, you know, on social media, you share something during important days of the nation. Yeah, I always share his quote that independence is my character. So for me, Atatürk represents independence because Ottoman Empire collapsed.
Yeah.
The whole country, lands of Ottoman Empire, was lost. We had just a bit piece of land in Anatolia because even Anatolia was actually invaded by British army, Greek army in
Yeah.
west, in south Italian army, south east around Gaziantep, this region French army,
Even I think we're scared of
and
Bulgaria.
yeah, then came Russians from northeast. We had 1/3 of current lands of Turkey, and somehow he was a general in the
Yes,
Ottoman
Ottoman military.
army, and he moved to Anatolia and he organized an independence war. Of course, with the other generals. Somehow he was the leader, but he was not the only one. But the vision of independence, for me, more important vision of we can do it, the motivation. I love this.
Yeah.
And independence, still, I have never been radical with any political opinion or any political party because it's personal independence.
Yes.
I never want to feel like uh, I am part of a huge group with narrow mind.
Yes,
So
I
that's why
understand.
I love
Yes.
his view. Of course, his progressive revolutions.
Yeah, that's
This
very
was
interesting.
great. Yeah,
Yes, during
I
that time,
during that
in I
time,
think in
yeah,
1920s, late
yes,
1920s.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Turkey is one of the earliest countries in Europe given the woman
Yeah,
to
I
be
heard about it.
elected, not the right for voting,
Yes.
to be voted. Wow.
Yeah, MPs.
Yeah.
Turkey have one of the.
So all this, and also he really believed in science. So he was very progressive person in these times, and his sense of independence. For me, these are two very important principles he got, and this is where I see Atatürk. But secularism, this is a hot topic in Turkey.
Yeah.
Because during these times, late 19th century, nationalism was really high in whole world.
Yes.
All the nations in Balkans, in Europe, in Middle East, the imperial age was already old, and nation states started to pop up everywhere in
Yeah.
Europe and Middle East. So what Turks do? While all around the neighbors, they are getting more nationalist. Religion factor was going less important, but nationalism is increasing. Of course, Turks were aware of this, and they had this defensive sense of nationalism, and maybe with friends or maybe alone himself, their ideology was more nationalism.
Mm-hmm.
So some of Atatürk's revolutions, they were about the alphabet of the
Yeah, I
country.
heard that too.
Because for Turkish, I am not a philologist, but the philologists say, yeah, Latin alphabet is better for Turkish language. And also it was more connection with the civilized Western world.
Yes.
They choose Latin alphabet because state of Middle East, Arabic countries, in that time was really low. Also Ottoman Empire, yeah?
Yeah.
So for the people governing a new country, maybe they preferred, yeah, to get more wealth, we should be working with Europe and Latin alphabet. Not only the alphabet, but metric
System. Yeah.
system was
Yes.
changing everything. Somehow also religion in the state was removed. Maybe
He removed, I think, church and the state.
yeah, it's not the church and the state. You know, in church, religion, and the state.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't think he did anything anti-democratic for the individuals living their religion. Somehow he wanted to have people more open mind, more scientific mind.
Yes. Yes.
So still for 100 years, this is the hot topic.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Still they say it was wrong to change the alphabet. He,
Can put mic a bit
of
right.
course, he has done all these things just because he was against religion. I don't think so. He just wanted to have a more modernized country, and all those still I believe. Yeah, you see, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in Turkey, most people don't understand Arabic.
I know.
Probably
Aware.
1% only understand Arabic, but all the prayers are in Arabic. Probably 5, maximum 10% read Quran, but they read in Arabic without understanding the meanings.
Yeah.
Still, we are living in 2024. People believe in a religion which they learn the rules or they learn the religion just from the people and not from probably experts, but from the neighbors, from the parents. I'm not against religion. I'm not very religious, but I want people believe. I'm really good. Actually, I like people believe. We talked before, but I want in Turkey people believe with the mind, yeah?
Yeah.
Because this is what believing, it is logical for you. This is what you think it's true.
Yes.
But in Turkey, it's not working like this. It is a bit different than Arabic countries.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted to change the Quran in Turkish. He did everything to people understand the religion.
Yeah.
But from the, let's say, conservative or Islamic ideology, all these were wrong. and still we discuss about this secularism.
And that's how you know, like, how much of an impact he made, because it happened 100 years ago, like, more than 100 years
And we are
ago.
still
And I,
fighting again
yes.
about his actions.
And I think in history, when you take, there are few people in some centuries happen, and they are like legends,
Yeah.
and for what they did. And Ataturk is, for me, like when I read about him, he's such kind of person, because his ideologies, how his country should look like, and we can see how it is, because when I meet a Turkish person, or when I look at Turkey as a country, I can see all his vision is right decisions in some ways. Of course, everyone can
He made
mistake.
mistakes. I
Yes.
think he made mistakes, and this is normal, yeah?
Yeah, but what he thought about education, I think the first thing he wanted to implement for his country was to have a structured education system. He had experts from US coming over to instate that in Turkey, and then he changed alphabets to Latin from Arabic, and modernization and liberalization. I think, like you said, Turkey is one of the first countries to have give women a lot of freedom in the 20s, early 20s. And I think it was one of his philosophy that women shouldn't be inside a house. They should go out, they should work, they should contribute to the economy as well, so a country can
Yeah,
be great.
exactly. But for people complaining about what he did 100 years ago, they actually complain about this now. For them, women should be at home. Still, you know how it works.
Yes.
So simply after 100 years, nothing changed. The fight is still there. This is crazy. And not only because we have this secularism and Islamic ideology conflict for 100 years, also we have minorities in Turkey. Because Ottoman Empire was, again, multinational
Yeah.
country. And we also have crisis with internal nationalist conflicts.
Yeah, like
Unfortunately, yeah.
quotes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a hot topic. With this, I am not going in
Okay.
because this is a really sensitive topic. I need longer time to express this, but simply, I am an anti-imperialist person.
Yeah.
For me, there should be really good justice around the world. So I understand every nation would like to have their identity. But also, I'm a Turkish person. I would like to defend my country against bigger powers, yeah?
Yeah.
So as long as everybody loves Turkey, I can discuss, talk, and even share with anyone the identity, the rights. For me, it is okay. But at the end of the day, everybody feel with the group psychology a bit not nationalist but patriotic.
Yeah.
But I am a very open person to discuss everything with everybody.
Yeah. Turkey, like for me, is a very fascinating country. Like, going back civilizations and all, we can come to that. But when we talk about diversity, we have to talk about Turkish cuisine, because
Okay.
I believe it has a lot of influence from all around the world. I think, especially street food, Ottoman Empire street food, starting from kebab, dolma, and goes
Dolma, how you know
on.
dolma? Where did you eat?
I ate from my Azerbaijani friend. He has dolma,
Yeah.
and I know in Turkey also there is dolma. So, like, how does it work, the Turkish cuisine?
This is great. Look, just imagine Turkish map of Turkey, where you see the most mixed of civilizations. In East, it's like mixture of Greek-Turkish mix, yeah? Or North, West, more Bulgaria-Turkish mix. In East, Northeast, more Georgian-Turkish mix.
Okay.
But go south and east, it was it was called Lesser Armenia, where Gaziantep is now, before the Turks arrived from Asia. So Armenian people live there. Also, it is Arabic population there, and then Turks came.
Okay.
So this region, southeast part of Turkey, but more Levant region, close to Syria, to Lebanon, it's a perfect mix of Arabic, Turkish, and Armenian cuisine. That's why Gaziantep is food capital, and also Hatay, Some people say Hatay, some people say Gaziantep, but with this sweets factor, Gaziantep is, let's say, a bit better, but Hatay is also very popular. So in this region, it's a mixture of these three civilizations.
Ah, okay.
I think how it works, just go to feudal age and you live in a 50 to 30,000 people of cities, yeah, with the
Yeah.
population. It's a small town simply.
Yes.
And all these three nations, they were neighbors probably. And they were having competitions, I think. That's how this cuisine grow. Because Gaziantep is not food capital, not just because of the quality, but actually what makes it unique is the diversity of the dishes.
Yes,
A
yes.
lot. They say just from eggplant there are 150 different dishes. I cannot count, of course, but I believe in this because I know how many different dishes my mom can make with the eggplant. So I think this diversity is the key.
Yeah.
The mixture of spices and the ingredients. And really good story. Traveling around the world is giving a huge vision. I went to Yerevan in Armenia, and they told me, "Hey Burak, you come from Gaziantep, we will take you to the best restaurant in the town." Yeah, of course. I know Armenian food is really similar to us, but the best restaurant was called Aintab. Aintab is old name of Gaziantep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Before the new Turkish Republic, when the Armenians lived there, it was called Aintab. So people left Gaziantep, they opened a restaurant there with the name of Gaziantep. So even for
Okay.
Armenian people, the best food is from Gaziantep.
Okay. It's very interesting. And also the doner, the shawarma.
I hate it.
Why? Why would you
Because,
hate it?
because look, I was discussing with a guy, he is a pastry chef in Warsaw, really famous. He thought Italian food is the first, but Turkish cuisine is better. You know why Italian food is best? Because you lose just because of these kebab shops in Europe. Simply.
But the kebab shops in Europe is not Turkish or Syrian. It's just European.
Yeah.
Like when I came here, because I was brought up in Saudi Arabia, I had best shawarmas there all the time. Shawarma is one of my favorite comfort food. And when I came to Poland, and I hated kebab. It's like I was telling,
Yeah.
this is
I feel
it's
they are
not something. It's like,
traitors.
yes,
Because of them, we
exactly.
have
It's
really
some
horrible image
plastic
of
food.
cuisine. Yeah, plastic food. That's why I don't like them. Because, see, what I am doing at Pistachio Box, people don't believe, but I feel I am doing actually a good representation of the country.
Yes,
People
it's
think,
true.
yeah, people think, hey, okay, Turkish food is good. See, the guy is doing good job.
Yeah,
And he's bringing, so
exactly.
this is actually how is Turkish food. But these guys, they are traitors to the culture of the country. Simply how I feel.
Yes, but I think the best is to take it as it's not the
We should
country.
cut this. They will kill me.
But what I think is it's not of the country. It's not Turkish, it's not Syrian, it's European.
But
It's
people not
a
still think it is
European thing.
Turkish kebab, yeah.
And also, I know in Turkey you call it as kebab, doner.
No, it's döner.
Doner.
Yeah.
But from Syria, Lebanon, Saudi, UAE, all these Arab countries, it's shawarma.
I know.
Kebab is something different. Kebab, we call it as shish kebab.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Turkey we call also this
On
meat
sticks.
on
Yeah.
sticks, it is kebab.
Okay.
This is called döner, not shawarma. But in Turkish it is döner.
Yeah.
This shish kebab, you cook it on fire, you simply it's grill.
Yeah.
It is the best meat for
Yeah.
me.
Just meat, grease, pepper, salt.
Oi, oi.
Yeah.
Not too much spices.
Yeah.
You know how we eat kebab in Gaziantep?
No.
Just the meat, salt, a little bit black pepper.
Pepper. Okay.
That's all.
With grease, a bit of meat.
What do you mean grease? Oil?
The oil of meat itself.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is the key.
Yes, exactly.
Without fat of the meat, it is not delicious at all. So seasoning is simple. Maybe a little bit zahter
Okay.
or oregano. Do you know what
no,
zahter?
no. Oregano, no.
Yeah, zahter is better. Do you know zahter?
No.
This spice is somehow. It is.
I think
thyme.
it's similar to
Thyme.
thyme. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is
Okay.
thyme simply.
Okay.
A little bit. It is making another level, a little bit.
Okay, I love food. I love Turkish food. I mean, I think my favorite cuisine, if I have to take apart from Indian, not Indian, South Indian, like
Yeah.
it's, of course, it will be my first preference. Then it would be Arabic, and I love Arabic cuisine. Everything from because it has a lot of meat, maybe because
But
of that.
which Arabic? The Gulf Arabic or Levant Arabic?
Gulf, because
Okay.
I was there. I was
Yeah.
in the Middle East, so I'm used to it. And but it's similar. Like there is similarities when
Probably.
I like this. Like we talked about shish kebab or doner. Like there are some similarities. Even Azerbaijani cuisine. Like when I eat something, it tastes different. For example, I one thing I noticed is at least I don't know about Turkish. I think in Turkish too, you use sometimes fruits in food like
S-
apricot.
yes. Wow. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Very good.
in the Gulf, it's very rare to use fruits in um, the food.
We make even kebab with fruits.
Okay, I don't like fruits, so
Yeah. We need to go Gaziantep together.
yes, yes, I would love to. Like,
Next summer. Actually, not summer, but autumn is the best. Late September, early October is the best. It
like
is not hot at all, and it is not chill at all. It is perfect. 26 degrees, no wind, perfect
okay,
weather. Yeah,
perfect. Let's do
next
it.
year.
Actually, like my friends are planning to go in November to Istanbul. I might go. I'm not sure. But even if we go to Istanbul, our prime aim is to eat. Just
Man,
eat.
if you go to Istanbul, if you have money, budget, you just take a morning flight to Gaziantep. No, seriously, you take a morning flight to Gaziantep and you take back evening flight to Istanbul. Instead of spending 3 times more more
On food.
money,
Okay.
pay this for flight and eat better food. Do it.
Okay, makes sense. Maybe we will do it.
Yeah.
But I know what you are saying. Like my city where I come from, so come from South India and from a state called Kerala, and my district is Calicut, and my district is called as capital of food.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
mine.
Yes, exactly. So I understand why you're so picky. Like
Most customers, almost all, they go to Antalya or
Oh
Istanbul
yeah, yeah, I heard.
and they say, "Ah, we didn't even eat that good baklava in Turkey." Yeah, exactly, because you didn't go to place of baklava.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it the same as in Gaziantep and cheaper.
Okay. So apart from Turkish food, what do you like in to cook or to eat?
Italian food.
Italian food. Okay. Okay.
It is exactly here. What you have street food
Here
most?
nothing in
No, just
Poland.
Italian food,
Yeah.
either pasta or pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yes, more also coming Asian food,
Yes.
but street food in Europe is either kebab, which I
Uh,
don't go at all.
yes.
Nowadays in Krakow, there are new Turkish restaurants.
Yeah. I
It's
see.
really good. I feel
I
lucky.
tried FND
I don't
next
make
to.
comments about other restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
but there are four already new Turkish places, five.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel lucky.
Okay.
But it's also for me price performance ratio.
Ah, yes. Of
Yeah.
course. Of course.
For many people, Italian food is also reasonable
Mm-hmm.
because Asian food, since it is rare, they put more price. This is how I feel.
Yeah. Maybe.
Although I shouldn't have any carbohydrates, but I still go for
It's
Italian food.
okay. And South Indian food, no. There was one restaurant, it's closed down. There is one more, but it's like I wouldn't. It's like you said. It's not. I cannot proudly say, okay, it's my food. It's that such kind of restaurant.
But this is a promise also for you. Let's do it. For 2 months, now I live in a house with garden.
Mm-hmm.
We rented a house, small house with garden with the same price of apartment.
Ah, okay.
It's just for grill. I make grill at home.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost like in Gaziantep,
Okay.
but it is a very specific piece of lamb with just simple seasoning So I do almost the same kebab I ate all my life at home. So it's a promise we will do together.
Okay. Of
Nowadays,
course,
I
I'd
just
be.
make it and put it in the freezer, and from the night I take it out. Next evening, I make it few
Uh,
times a week.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. What else? About civilization, I told you like I wanted to talk about, and you told me also like maybe you are not aware of it. One thing particularly I want to talk about, I want to ask you is like how much do you know about Göbekli Tepe?
not much. I know
Okay.
it is the first, the oldest civilized
Yeah.
small town, let's
Yeah.
say,
Kind of.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
in the world.
Yes.
And what else you would like to know?
I know. Like
It is
I
in
know a little
Şanlıurfa.
bit.
It is 1 hour and a half from Gaziantep.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is.
all nearby.
Şanlıurfa is the neighboring city, so it is
Okay.
something 1 hour and a half, and it is now really well preserved. And I am trying to understand what's going on. I saw a video just a few weeks ago, but I didn't have time to watch it. Nowadays is busy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
nowadays
understand. I
it's
can
busy.
understand. So the effect I think Gobekli Tepe had on history is huge. Because I like to listen about ancient civilizations, like even some conspiracy theories, let's say. And when I tell my friends, they call me, I don't believe in science. I believe in science, but it's always interesting to think, okay, what if this happened? What if that happened? And there is also a theory that Gobekli Tepe, now they say it was 10,000 years old, but there is a chance it was 20,000 years old,
Yeah.
because all the technology we have, we cannot date it to 20,000 years ago. And even when they found out about Göbekli Tepe, I think it was in 2000, early 2000, it was a German
Yeah, yeah,
archaeologist,
yeah.
Klaus Schmidt. So when he came, he said it was 5,000 years old. Then due to more
So simply
research.
in 20 years, the world civilization history went back 15,000 years.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
in this case, I really don't care about so much how how old it is, but I know whatever told so far is not certain.
Yes, exactly.
So
That's
this
all.
having the conscious awareness of that they may lie us about anything
Anything.
is crazy, but it should be always there.
Yeah, it's
That's why I never go too deep with information on anything, because any information I hear may be false. Yeah,
yeah.
this is a
Especially in this day and
yeah,
age,
this is a and also the flow of information is huge volume and so fast. I think that's why sometimes I complain that I don't have really good memory of information. I don't like collecting information
Mm-hmm.
because people learn three things. You learn the knowledge, information. You learn the skill,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn the attitude.
Yeah.
So my brain is more attitude.
Yes.
Yes, simply most
I
of
think that's
things
what Ataturk wanted.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somehow sometimes I feel I don't have much information. Now when you were talking about Göbekli Tepe, you know more about Göbekli Tepe.
Because I told you, like, I like to know about
Yeah,
ancient
but it is very
civilizations.
important. Yeah, I should know.
I
Although I
mean,
saw a
it
few weeks ago,
depends.
I ignored this because I know very well whatever is told will change soon after a few years. Maybe this
Yeah.
is the attitude I have, so I don't go in this direction. I
Yeah.
try to hear like really quick brief of everything.
Mm-hmm. Not to spend too much time on it. Maybe that's the correct way, because especially now, like my Twitter feed, like I consume news from Twitter, and it's crazy because I
I
don't
know.
know. Somehow in my feed, it's because we talk about propaganda, right? Like, so if you are, let's say, if you talk about US, if you are a Trump supporter, you see all the good things about Trump
Yes.
and all the bad things about Kamala. And if you're a Democrat, you see all the good things about Kamala, bad things about Trump. But in my feed, you can see good things about Trump, bad things about Trump, good things about Kamala. It's crazy. You don't know. You can see how much misinformation there is, how much people try to manipulate with news.
God, that's why in the last elections of Turkey I was feeling so alone because I was not from that side, also the other side.
Yeah.
I was from the third way, let's say 4 or 5% of the people
Mm-hmm.
of the nation. Because it's crazy, two sides, although I have been in opposition all my life, in this election, I was saying, no possible. I'm not voting. Yeah, it's crazy, this propaganda thing. I feel so.
And I think in Turkey, they banned Twitter for a while.
Of course,
Yeah.
it is. I cannot say it is a democratic country anymore. I hope I will not go to jail for this. No, kidding. It's not that crazy. Of course, when you publicly tell bad words about any individual, they have right to sue you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you
Yes.
can go to jail for this.
Yeah.
I was joking, but censorship and anti-democratic applications, activities, I think it is there. Turkey should be more democratic.
Mm-hmm. You can say same
When they
about.
say no, when they say it is, Erdogan has a saying, you wouldn't be able to tell all of this if I was not democratic. Yeah. Simply, this statement makes it is a democratic country. But sorry, no.
Yeah.
No,
India
never.
is similar.
Yeah.
So we also have banned the documentaries on the prime minister, and I think everywhere around the world right now it's a weird time. Like everyone has a, like you said in the beginning, they are on right or left, and the people in the center is very less. Like you said, you are in the 3 or 4 percentage. I believe me too. Like, I don't think, okay, I should vote for him, I should vote for him. No, both are, lying same. It's just matter of what you agree with. I think all around the world it's like that right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. That's why I was telling why I love Atatürk, because independence is my character. This is
Mm-hmm.
very important. So when I see something is wrong, I mean they are doing anti-democratic activities against the rivals, opposite
Mm-hmm.
side,
Yeah.
I feel disgust. So the main opposition party, this time, they kicked some of patriots from the party.
Mm-hmm.
One of the small party leaders is from the main opposition party, actually. And it was crazy. They were bribed, they bought people, some of the party delegates, they
Mm-hmm.
have right to vote in the party um, gatherings, and they wanted to change the board, executive board, but they gave up because probably they were bribed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the story, the guy left the party.
Okay.
Yeah, a few years. And just after the earthquake, he had a speech about the earthquake, before the earthquake. With this speech, he got really popular. And I like the guy actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's great. Let's see if he has chance. Let's support him. He reached the level of 11, 13%. Of course, people are saying they are fake. No, I know from the people I talk.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, at the end of the day, all this opposition with the social media and the mainstream media, they were doing more anti-democratic than Erdogan's party against this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So, hey guys, what are we defending 20 years already?
Yeah.
And we are doing the same? No, thank you. I feel disgust already. Was feeling, I knew it would be like this. So that's why I like this guy
Mm-hmm.
before already a few years. But last election showed, no,
Yeah.
I am not
It's
from these people. For me, they are the same now. Just money.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's what I
crazy.
said. Like I think I wouldn't say all over the world. For sure, there are some countries that don't sign up for these things. I don't believe there is, but maybe. But most of the world, it's both of the parties or opposition and the ruling parties. Both are
Especially now.
creating
Yeah.
propaganda and they are aiming at different people. So, for example, here in Poland, there is Conservative Party, there is Left Party, and One propaganda is for old people who watch
Yeah.
television.
Yeah.
The other propaganda is through social media for young people. Like it's two different group of people, same propaganda.
But there is also in Poland, this is fun story. There is also third way party.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. When I heard, okay, I know which party I will go in the next election in Poland.
Yes.
No, it's good to be objective.
Yeah.
This is how I see. We should have really free mind.
Yeah.
This is simply for me, free will, free mind is very important.
Yes, so you talked about religion, and what I find interesting about Turkish people is like I met only very like I know inherently it's a Muslim country with Muslim population, at least Muslim names, right? But very few people I met who are religious, and most of the people I would say are open, like you said, like they are not against religion, and they just are not religious. What do you think about the religious state of the
Religion?
country? Yeah,
Okay.
religion and the people.
I would go again from myself. I
Mm-hmm.
used to pray 5 times a day.
Hmm.
I used to go even early morning prayers
Mm-hmm.
when I was teenager, because it was at that time you have your beliefs, your opinion about life, religion, the life after death.
Yeah.
So it is hot topic, and you practice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow after some, let's say, studies, I was really going in deep studies about this, because for me it is the most important thing. If you believe, you should practice.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe, you should really know everything. And studying brought me to the point that I believe in God completely.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt about creation.
Mm-hmm.
But religions, I have really huge distance now. Culturally, I go even here sometimes to masjid,
Yeah, we have
because
met
for me
there.
this is a cultural
Yeah, I agree. Totally
activity.
agree.
Like going to mosque every Friday is from my childhood.
Yes.
Yeah. And somehow I am abroad, I feel the culture. Yeah, I want to feel like home. I don't want to lose my connections.
Yeah.
This is very important. Again, I'm not against religion,
Mm-hmm.
never ever. So for me, going there is feeling good, especially when I met you guys. When you have good people, when you feel good around, when they are around, you go there together with the people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for this. It's great. But in Turkey, in last 20 years, political Islamic ideology was in power.
Mm-hmm.
This made people to think about religion more.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to create a religious generation, but actually they created deist and atheist
Mm.
generation,
As
as
an
you
after
told.
effect, yeah.
Yes, especially most people moving to Europe, they are more uh, liberal families, or they have more connections with liberal world. They have more chance to compare.
Mm-hmm.
But also it depends on where you live in Turkey. When you go to more east, people are more religious and conservative. Western part is more less religious, less conservative,
Mm-hmm.
because it is about culture. People in West used to live together with Greek people.
Yeah.
People in East lived together with Arabic people. So they have more cultural connections with Islam in East.
Okay.
Everyday,
Yes, yes.
everyday cultural activities. What I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, at the end of the day, yeah, most of young people are not religious now. Although maybe some believe, but they don't practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is not fault of somebody else. This is exactly fault of, for me, this political Islamic ideology.
Okay. In your words, it's a after effect. They
Yeah,
try to push it upon them,
yeah,
and they walk the other way.
exactly. But it is globally also with internet and more people have more access to information now. People have more access to other options.
Mm-hmm.
So they think about it more. It's not only in Turkey, in whole world, religion is not trendy at all.
Yeah. Yes.
I was talking with the priest from the church. He was complaining, our church probably we will host a few people per day and just probably 10 to 20 people at Sundays. So it will be simply empty building after 20 30 years. So no sense to keep it. Let's make them used for other activities, culture, charity. So he know already it's coming
Okay.
here in Poland.
Okay. And what do you think about it? Like more and more people walking away from religion and being atheist or agnostic. You think it's good for the civilization or it's bad? Or it's,
Civiliz-
I mean,
oh,
as you know.
somehow I believe in creation.
Mm-hmm.
I wish probably this is a wish that there is a continuous of life after that. I
Yeah.
don't know where this feeling comes from, but it is for me from my mind. Like we are not simple creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I know myself. I know how human being.
Yeah.
I know I see
The
the
most
nature.
complex
Yeah,
creatures.
this is for me. It cannot be just kon tesadüf in Turkish. You know, things happen by itself. How it's called?
Destiny,
Not destiny.
fate.
Just I don't feel like it has all happened just itself. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Somehow I feel like there is
A reason.
some starter, some creator. But again, this is my mind. If you ask me, this is exactly what is belief. Yeah, I believe in this.
Yeah.
But if it is not, I will not be surprised.
Yes. I agree. I can
This
agree
is
with
exactly
that.
the point of people, religious people lose. I believe in this, but it may not be true.
Yeah.
These conservative people, let's say, when it comes to fascist way, they
Mm-hmm.
miss this point. Like,
But I think for religious people who are very religious, they can't even thinking like that is a sin. They cannot think that okay, this might not be true. And I think about afterlife, I think it's an inherent human thing to see a happy ending. Okay, afterlife, we have another life. We either see heaven or we see hell, or there is something left. But
this is
there's
actually
also chance just darkness.
okay.
But no one wants to think about it, then life becomes very dull. When you think, okay, you die and that's it. There is no other thing. So I think in that way it's better to think there is an afterlife. It's just healthy to think that there might be an afterlife and we are living our life for a purpose. No.
and they are actually missing to be happy in this world.
Yeah.
I did. This is what I was telling. I was really crazy, obsessed about finding the whole this mathematic of religion and believing.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, hey, this is no sense. The point where I left religion was about this punishment
Mm-hmm.
in hell or the reward in heaven.
Yeah.
Why I had to suffer here just to be happy over there. The concept of reward or punishment after that was the key point for me to get away from the religion slowly.
Yeah.
Then other things come. It doesn't mean I don't follow the fundamentals of
Yes, I
religions.
understand.
All religions have
Morality.
this more or less the same fundamentals. Yeah.
Yeah, the basic
Yeah,
morality. You don't hurt
morality, yeah.
anyone.
I am happy to have
Yeah.
all of these. But about all these scenes, everything, God. And for what? From Islamic culture, for 40 women in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is the point where I started to question about religion, and then
Yeah. Okay,
somehow,
Burak.
for me, the most important thing, people should keep their culture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, positive elements of their culture.
Yeah.
I'm not religious, but I am a bit conservative.
Yeah. I can understand
Yeah,
that,
I
yes.
like to keep the culture if it is good.
Yeah. Because that's what sticks us together in the end.
Exactly, community living
Yes,
together.
living together. Yeah. People can talk against it, but it's also like we talked about, since we were animals, or even in animal kingdom we see they live together. It's basic thing
Yeah.
of us do. And
I feel my dog is a better creature than my brother, older brother. Simply.
Okay. So, listen, Burak, thanks a lot
No time, yeah?
for doing this. Yes, we have to wrap up. And to people who are listening, if they are listening in Krakow, go
There
to
is already,
Pistachio
yeah.
Box, and it's personally highly recommend it. If you don't like it, you can come to me. I can pay you back, because that's how much I am confident about your
No, let's
baklava.
do it like this. If people come from this video,
Yeah.
they should just show the video and they will get some free baklava and free drink.
Okay,
Let's do it,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
So
Okay.
at least that we don't have to apologize. If they don't like, they don't pay.
Okay then. So thanks a lot for
Thank you, man, so
coming.
much.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.